Okay, the last part of this video series is going to be parking and getting on and off the bike, that kind of thing. Handling when the bike is not on and running. So you might be running the bike and then you're going to turn it off, get off the bike and put the stand down. I like the Ranger Max more than the RSX. Wow, I keep getting that all screwed up. When you pick up the bike here, and I'm in sandals, and you just push the kickstand up, everything is easier to reach, so the bars are higher for me. I feel better pushing the bike around. The kickstand has a little wire that sticks out for your toes. That wire sticks out further. It's a lot easier to get at that, to bring the kickstand down. Now for me, getting my leg over is so much easier. I can even put my leg through the middle here. And I really like that I can actually do that. For this, I have to put my knee down and my ankle up to get my leg over the seat on the RSX. So for me, just getting this in and out of gear and moving it around, a lot easier. So here I'm in gear, right? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to seek neutral. I don't have a display. So that's as low as that'll go. That's still in gear. That is still in gear. So with this 1 up and 5, sorry, 1 down and 5 up thing, which is that bike over there, that part is easier. But this bike isn't so bad once you figure out where neutral is. And I was doing that earlier. There we go. So it just took me a moment to figure it out. And once you do, even without the display, you can get the bike in neutral pretty easily without struggling. It is not like 1 down and 5 up. Not like that bike. It's a little different, but fairly easy. Now over here, the bars are way lower. I'm in gear now. So I'm in first. Now, it's easier for me because I've done it 1,000 times. So in this presentation, for you, it seemed easier for me to put this in neutral than to put that in neutral. But to be honest, with some practice, I think you'll find that it's easier to put that bike in neutral than this bike, just because of the way the pedal is, as opposed to the shift lever on this thing, which is floppy. It's really not a great shift lever on this bike, very poor mechanically. That one is actually pretty great. And you say, oh man, he's against Honda, oh no, no, I love Hondas. Hondas are great, but you got to give credit where credit is due. If that is a Chinese-made motorbike, which I think it is, it's a better bike than the Honda. It is. It's just a better bike, hands down. This has got more power, about 5 more horsepower. But despite its speed and hill climbing prowess, that's a better riding bike. It just is. And I know I was competing with my brother and we were going up and down mountain hills and I was passing him every time things got a little steep. I just roar right past him. I clearly had the advantage, even though we were about the same weight. It was just because of the gearing, how I used it, and the horsepower difference of about 5 horsepower. So in certain circumstances, this is a better bike for overall speed and power. But for just getting around town, parking it, getting it in and out of gear, I'd say that that's probably a much better bike. Just putting the kickstand down is easier. Getting on and off is easier. Holding onto the bars and just moving the bike, say weaving in and out of parallel parked bikes, is easier. Just maneuvering the bars is easier. This Ranger Max is, as far as I'm concerned, for parking, the better of the two bikes. More power and speed, but for getting around and parking and maneuvering the bike, this has got the clear advantage. Thank you.